On everybody. I don't know if Bobby might come in, but if not, we'll do this ourselves. Just kill a little time by saying hello. Um, so we didn't have to worry about a four-game slate in baseball tonight. Didn't have to worry about a three-game slate in baseball tonight. Didn't have to worry about how to navigate the two-game slate. And thankfully, didn't have to worry about Showdown tonight because it was the great broom sale in the 2 out of 3 playoff series. Call it a series. Call it what it is. Just almost like lightning. 4 teams got eliminated. Boom. So we're moving on to the next round in baseball, and I'm going to hopefully continue the baseball success because I've won pretty much all the playoff rounds. So we're ready for the next round. And tonight, I spent probably a little bit too much time on the Showdown. Hey, what's up, Bobby?
Hey, how's it going, man?
What's going on? So I was just commenting, everybody, that that we don't have to worry about a 4-game slate, 3-game slate, 2-game slate, or Showdown in baseball.
I know. Wow. How about that? Just a clean sweep.
Everybody took care of business, apparently.
Took care of business right away.
Yup.
Ready for it. Yeah. I just and I'm just getting ready to head to LA, and I got the Dodgers and then the Rams games, and it's gonna be a good time.
So what do you got? So what's when?
Sunday I'm going. Saturday I have to go get trading my car in, and Sunday I'm going to go to the Rams game. Monday I'm going to go to the Dodger game.
Let's go.
Should be fun. Yeah, Mark's going to come to the football game, and my cousins are going to come. It's going to be fun.
Nice.
Unfortunately, I had a bunch of other people coming too, but somehow they all got COVID in the last 2 days. So
what?
Yeah, it's just a crazy thing.
What the hell?
My dad, who just got over it like a month ago.
I was going to say, how's he doing?
He's got it again.
What?
And I was taking him to the game on Monday, so I don't know what's happening.
Oh, there's Rhodey here.
There's Rhodey's popping in. Yeah, we just did a live look for the weekend. He looks like he needs a minute though. He's finishing something.
Oh, you looked at the weekend?
Yeah, we did a weekend preview.
What? Meanwhile, unfortunately, I was right, by the way, with my initial look.
What's that?
I want credit being the first person to announce that.
You were 100% right about the Wan'Dale Robinson. Definitely. Although I have to say, we'll see what happens with the ownership when some of these other news comes out.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Hey, thanks, Joanne. Good to see you in here. Good to see MJ in here. What's up, everybody? And just sad news that just came in. For those of you who wants to let it affect your betting, Dick Butkus passed away on the night of the Bears needing, a win. Not to say I don't want to try and.
So we have to X out the Bears defense.
Or you play all over the Bears. I don't know what the hell the right thing is to do. I'm just throwing it out there from information that was out there. So.
All right. Okay, good. Sorry, guys, I'm back.
Oh, R.I.P. to Dick Butkus, and then.
So you would have been, I don't want to say proud of me, Bobby, or whatever, but I did like the longest Showdown slate preview.
Really?
I think I've ever done. I actually talked about the game a little bit.
Oh my God.
And I put rules together. I did all kinds of stuff, and I talked about guys being out, and I set zillions of rules and things like that. And it's not exactly what you would do, because I know you like to do something different, and we'll talk about that. But I did put a lot of work into it, and what I did was I also incorporated my rules and my takes with the Saber sim, also the kind of the randomizer part of the contest sims. So I have a bunch of lineups here that are almost certainly going to get nothing, but if they do hit, I think I have a shot. So I'm just kind of happy. I just want to make sure that I want to see how many uniques I have and whatever it is, and I have a couple of other lineups that I'm playing in the bigger ones. So this is probably the most I prepared for a Showdown slate in a while. That's because we have nothing else going on, I guess. But I did listen. Just so everybody knows, I did the MMA DFS video. That's out. I did the Circa against the spread pool thing. That's out. And the MMA betting breakdown will be tomorrow. And I know that I'll announce for you guys that you guys did an NFL thing today. So we're ready. We're going to be ready for action. Now, are you going to be around for Sunday morning? You're going to be already out to the game.
No. I'll be around for Sunday morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what do you got? You guys can start then. What do you guys think of the game? What do you like?
I mean, this is kind of an ugly game, but I will. As always with Thursday, I just think betting the under is the right thing. Last week, I deviated from it and I was wrong, right? I think it was last Thursday that it was. But I do think that I like the under. The Bears +6 is kind of intriguing, but it feels so wrong to do. But that's the game script I'm sort of rolling with. Well, I'm rolling with the Bears receivers captains between Mooney and Moore and Kmet. And I still think Washington probably wins this game, but 6 points is a lot. But when it was 6.5, it was a little more tempting. I don't have a very, very strong take either way. I do have a strong take that I like the under, though.
What do you think? What do you think, Mr. Rody?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of good plays. I think because the captain usage, I'm seeing some like receiver 3, Rashawn Johnson a little bit, running game. I think Washington does win. I mean, I kind of like these bets for. I like the under, but I think the Bears at +6. Bobby was talking about. I kind of can get behind that. I don't mind that. I think it does go under a little bit, but like some of these Bears players are going to be a little bit more owned. I think I might go to more Washington players actually.
So this is so I'll just give it out. So this is my take. For those of you that did not suffer through the 45-minute video earlier, the thing I spent the most time on, and I'm going to take my biggest, is relative to the field shot on. I thought they'd both be much chalkier. So with Chase Claypool out, I was putting a lot of time into who's going to get like wide receiver 3/4 role for Chicago, and you were getting a lot of snaps anyway out of Equanimeous St. Brown, and I'm just hoping that going to translate to a little more usage today. And the other guy is Tyler Scott at 200. He was getting some snaps as well, so that's what that's my main, especially mostly for the lottery, to play a decent amount, certainly relative to the field, of Equanimeous St. Brown and what's his name? That's the first thing, and Tyler Scott. And there's really there are other hoodoos that I considered from the other teams, like De'Ami Brown from Washington. He's the closest thing I kind of came to. I didn't get to any of those like second and third string tight ends, like the John Bates and guys like that. And I also didn't get to the Robert Tonyan. I know you remember Robert Tonyan back from Green Bay days. And the last guy out for me was Byron Pringle. He's the guy that could ruin my life if he gets the touchdown. So that's the first thing that I did. And the second thing that I did, and again, I know you guys like to play, or you not as opposed to playing the double running backs together. I went the opposite way, and I played only one running back from each team. And what I did was I made a rule that I didn't want the two kind of with the lead guys to be on the same team. So I don't have any Herbert with Robinson, and I don't have any Gibson with Rashawn Johnson. So that's another thing that I did. And then I also didn't have more than 2 receivers from the Bears on a team because I figured that Fields will be good enough. If they score or whatever, Fields will probably run one or whatever it is. So those are the rules that I put into my systems, and it spit out. I mean, I have some lineups that look like they have chances that leave like $4,000 or $5,000 on the table, which is kind of what I want to see. So that's what I'm doing for in the lottery. And where I'm going to be under, unfortunately, so you can't be over on everything, right? So what I'm going to be under on, I'm actually going to have a little less Mooney than I would like. I mean, because I think that's obviously like a really, really strong play. But I have a little less on him, and I have less on what you're probably supposed to play in this game script and is in this total. Is I don't have that much of the defenses of the kickers. So I'm pretty contrarian in my approach to what I'm doing, and it'll just be kind of fun. And just to kind of put a cap on my rooting interest in this game, not to get too sentimental, but I have I do have Washington in 3 of our 4 circa survivor entries as well. So we need Washington there, and my to shout out to him wherever he is. My brother who passed away back in April, he was a big Washington fan. So he will be rooting from wherever he is as well. And I posted that in the Discord also. So I'm in an atrocious game. I'm kind of in there. So those are all my opinions.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, we definitely have different takes. I'll say real quickly what I'm doing. I will be playing Robinson and Gibson in almost all my lineups together. I have no problem. I don't care if you want to captain one or not. I really like the idea of doing that. Less excited about Herbert, and way overweight Mooney and Moore will be in basically like most of my lineups start with one of Moore, Mooney, and then Robinson and Gibson, and then Fields in the flex, and then I just have to figure out what else to do. I think that both tight ends are interesting, and I'm just not getting to as much McLaurin, Dotson as I'd like. I'm mostly playing Mooney, Moore, Samuel as my receivers, focus more on the running game from Washington, and then both tight ends, as I mentioned, both quarterbacks. That's sort of like a 12-person pool of most of what I'm doing tonight. I do want to get more Ds and kickers, and that's what I haven't done yet. How about you, Rody?
Yeah, I mean, the D's and kickers, they've been winning showdown slates lately. So we might want to have a little bit more. I love the double running back, but I mean, I might have to listen to Sheets on this one. He's been hot lately, guys. You're going to want to listen to Sheets. He's been tearing up all the other slates and posting screenshots constantly. So he ain't on the double running back. Maybe I'll get a little less off that, but I do always like my double running back. You can play double running back on both sides of this game too. It does smell under all the way, like you said, Rich, in the chat there. I like that call. I think Bobby talked about the under too. But yeah, so maybe we don't want to we want to listen to Sheets and not play all these running backs and kickers and defense. So I think playing some of these receivers, I like leverage on Curtis Samuel a little bit, third receiver. I like that St. Brown call by Sheets there he had. I'm a big fan of Dotson, but we'll see. I think Terry McLaurin goes under today. So I like Dotson or Samuel or someone, De'Ami Brown or someone else besides Scary Terry, So that's kind of what I'm doing.
I'd like to add that, again, this should probably go without saying, that the constructions with the unders and with the double running backs and the defense and stuff is certainly more likely to come in. You know what I mean? Like, that's the way the game's supposed to go. It's supposed to be a sloggy game, and it is, and that's certainly more likely to happen. I'm just playing for high variance in this, especially in this lottery thing. So I'm going with the thing that's less likely to happen. That just seems a little less obvious, and it's not going to take as much money. But in the bigger buy-ins, like the stuff that like you're going to be playing more, Bobby, and Rody too, where you don't have like 100,000 entries in it. You know what I mean? Like I think that approach is probably wisest.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. But when, like you said, when you hit the other side when nobody has, that's really what you're playing for.
Yeah.
So I agree with that concept, and I'm really keeping a tighter pool tonight because I'm not playing a ton of lineups, so I'm kind of into what I'm doing with these guys, and I do think it's really interesting the low ownership projected on Mooney. It's kind of crazy to me personally, and I think that he and Moore are like, if you told me they were going to be 50 or 60% owned in this slate, I would say that sounds about right, and they're like 15 and 20% projected right now.
Yeah, the Mooney thing is surprising to me too.
I don't really understand it, but I am on board. I mean, people got to remember that Mooney got injured in the one game, didn't play in the other, and his two games he's played, he's at least been targeted for he's had 50+ yards receiving in both those games. I think this is a good spot to take him as a captain. Actually, that's what I'm looking at my captains right now, and they're probably going to change a little bit. But Mooney, Samuel, Commanders defense, and Logan Thomas are my captains at the moment.
I'll give you my captain exposure here. It's nothing off the wall. I mean it's Fields, Howell, but then Roshan Johnson and McLaurin, are those are the two, whatever. So I basically 25% Fields, 25% Howell, but then 15% Roshan Johnson, 15% McLaurin. So that's where I'm at there. So do I have Fields in every lineup? That's a good question. I might.
I do.
I think I do. Well, actually, not quite, but close enough. You know what I mean? Like, if he doesn't have if he's not in the optimal, it's probably because he got hurt. You know what I mean? Like, I would imagine.
Yeah, I would say that's probably a fairly good bet. There's always a chance he throws 4 picks in the first half and gets benched. Like, that's the only other thing that I feel like I'm really worried about. And it's not impossible, by the way. So it's definitely worth considering. Rody, what do you have for captains?
I like the Rashawn Johnson, Robinson captain. I do like the Howell call as well. A lot of good optimizers kicking out some Howell a little bit for me that I got going on. I like that. And then I'm probably gonna stick with my running backs. You know, I really like that caller. I'm high on Rashawn Johnson today. Mm-hmm. Roshan, however you say it, I can't say it.
That's fine. That sounds right. Yeah, that's the one thing I was sort of trying to figure out is I just wasn't getting as much to the Bears running game because I was sort of playing a little bit of the reverse script or whatever. But I think that's not a bad idea. The Rashawn Johnson and Herbert. I do like the idea of playing the running backs together just because, again, I think you're just differentiating your builds from a lot. So I might do 1-4 running back just for old time's sake, Rody. I'll throw the 4 running backs into it.
I just built the 3 running back one.
Well, but remember, when you have Fields in there, now you got 5 running backs.
That's true. I know that's not a problem.
True, and I did have Fields in that too. So yeah, I got 5 running backs.
Yeah, and
may as well put Howell as the 6th and let him run one.
Yeah. By the way, he runs too, so yeah, it's fair enough.
All right, let's stack all the running backs in one.
Yeah, but that's what I've got for tonight. So we'll see how it pans out.
Gibson's so cheap too, guys. Gibson, man, 3,200.
Wow. It's like kind of crazy.
All right, there. I got all of them in the lineup. Boom.
For what it's worth, I think if we're gonna play one game, like if you're gonna play one running back from each side, Gibson correlates better to Herbert, and Robinson correlates better to Roshan Johnson.
Right, and that's exactly the rule that I did.
Right, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
All right, guys. What else? Anything else before we?
No, that's all I had. I wanted to just go through that, and again, for those of you that suffered through the 45 minutes of me testing like all my builds earlier today, again, that's usually my Showdown slate videos are like 6 minutes, so that's like a full season's worth in one for one terrible game.
for one awful one.
Wow. Yeah, Sheets picked the best game today to go all in here, man. He's like going
to throw and to shout out, by the way, to our friend from SaberSim, Matt Hunter. He or is it Max? I forget which one.
Max Stein, the guy who finished 5th in the main event of the World Series.
Yeah, no. But there are 2 of them. There's Matt Hunter. There's Max Steinberg. One of them, last time the Bears played the Redskins on Thursday night.
Yeah, Max Steinberg. Yeah.
Oh, it was Steinberg. Right. So that's his. This is his reunion game. So again, just to kind of keep everybody up to speed. For tomorrow, again, no baseball tomorrow, right?
I actually don't know what the schedule is for tomorrow because I just was looking at the National League stuff. But let me just double check. I thought there would be.
You don't think that they would have like a Friday would be set as a travel day anyway? I mean, I would bet maybe
they were playing all the games in a row. So yeah, I guess there's no games until Saturday. I guess they're playing all 4 on Saturday. I thought they were going to play half on Friday, but I guess not. Oh, cool. So nothing going on like that.
So as far as content tomorrow, you could expect the MMA betting breakdown. That's pretty much it. And then I am Saturday. I'm going to be in and out, mostly out on Saturday. I'll try to put up, the baseball showdown, the baseball projections as soon as I get them. But again, I don't know when they're going to stagger these games again. But again, that's really important to just make sure you know about the staggers and make sure that you're constantly looking at your lineups. All the other sports will get fired up there. And then Sunday morning, I will be with whoever is around to do the live thing at 11. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I might actually. Is there a Sunday morning a Jacksonville game? I mean, London game.
Yeah. There's the Sunday morning at whatever 6:30 in the morning. I think.
I'll tell you what. I'll at the very least, I will put up something. I'll definitely put up sheets on it. I might put up a small. Let's see how I do tonight. If I'm like really juiced for Showdown, maybe I'll put up a Showdown slate for that one also.
Love it. The hardest working man in the business.
Yeah.
There it is.
Well, like I said before, I gotta build up a bankroll for my League of Legends and UCL slates. So.
All right, sounds good.
Okay.
All right, guys. Anything else?
No, I'm done.
All right, cool. Well, good luck tonight, everybody. Good luck, everybody out there. And yeah, we got NBA in a couple weeks, and it should be a lot of fun.
Oh, let's go! I can't wait.
Chris, a lot of fun.
I can't wait. Oh, I thought you meant hockey. Yeah, that too. Basketball also, but yeah. Big
All right, take it easy, guys. Good luck, Sheets. Good luck.
Later.
All right, guys.